LinkedIn is kind of to business what Facebook is to customers. It's a connection system and it works surprisingly well. I'm still getting to grips with it personally, but some of the people I know literally use it as their testimonial page and they get lots and lots and lots of business through it just by exploiting LinkedIn, for want of a better phrase. And you can do the same. If you've got business, you can do both the personal profile and a company profile. The one I'd concentrate on is the personal profile because it just seems to work better. That's my experience anyway. Again, your mileage may vary, but start with the personal one and then move on to company if you need to. And one of the reasons for saying that is that it often comes up in searches when people search for your name. Certainly mine does, and a lot of other people I know. Your LinkedIn profile comes up early in the search results very often. Okay, they might say there's a load of Fred Bloggses or whatever, but quite often you'll come up there, and again that means that, well, when people search for your name, and they will, because if they know you or they know of you, they're going to look for basically third-party referrals, and that's what LinkedIn is. It's a rating system for people rather than products, a bit like star ratings in Amazon, but for people. And what you have to do with LinkedIn is make the title of the page work for you. So many people I know just put their name or their website name or something like that, and that's not best use of LinkedIn. It's a lot better than that, because what happens with their search, as well as you coming up in Google search obviously for your name, what will happen with LinkedIn is that you'll come up within your connections. Connections are basically LinkedIn's equivalent of friends, and on the first and second level connections, you'll potentially come up when people search for something, and people are using LinkedIn to search for services. So if we go across to my page, it's not fantastic, but it's reasonable. I'll show you what I've got. And we got a little star. Just copy and paste that if you want to use that. Then helping small businesses get more profits from their marketing, bespoke affordable SEO training, internet marketing. That's my title. It's not Trevor Dumbleton SEO Max or anything like that. And then further down, got to contact me, because again, people need to know your email address to be able to connect. So make it easy for them. Because the other thing that happens with LinkedIn is that you end up with connections from people. As I said earlier, connections are a bit like friends, work a similar way, but effectively you can only contact people that are connected, or I think it's one level away, unless you pay LinkedIn money, in which case you can go a couple of levels away. So what you need to do is actually go through all your contact list and find out if they've got a LinkedIn profile. Chances are they have, even if they don't use it very much, and then send a connection message. Now you can send it fairly easily. You have to say how you've met them, whether you've done business together, etc. But if you've met them on business, you've probably done business together effectively. Most people aren't too twitchy about it, so long as you give them a reason. And don't use the canned request in LinkedIn. Don't just click the button that says hi and then whatever it is. Actually take the time to personalise it. And your aim, LinkedIn take note of how many connections you got, and they'll show on your profile, although by the looks of it not on the public one. But when you get to 500 plus, they give up showing that. They just leave it as 500 plus. So your aim really, and it might sound a really scarily large number at the moment, is to get 500 plus connections. And that's 2 a day for every working day for a year. You probably have a blitz. You probably won't do an average of 2 a day, or you might do an average of 2 a day, but you won't do 2 a day. You might do 5 today, 2 tomorrow, 1 the next day, forget about it another day, and whatever. But that should be your aim, is to get more and more connections on LinkedIn. What you'll find then is that people will actually, because they use LinkedIn as a search engine, because they know it's business to business, and because they kind of like to use people that at least they know, or other people they know, you get business that way. Within your profile as well, you've got things like, you've got a main area that's the summary, then you've got experience. Fill out all the boxes. It's fairly standard. And what you can also do further down there, I'm in various LinkedIn groups, and you need to be logged in to actually see the profile. I can't remember if I'm logged in. Yes, I am. So I've got 184 connections at the time of writing. And you can also put links to your videos. Not got a very good thumbnail on that one. I'll get that sorted. and there's that experience, and also people can endorse you. And again, if you can encourage them to endorse you, some of them will anyway. What happens is when someone looks at your profile, you've got kind of social proof there. You got the more blobs, the better. It's the standard way. You won't necessarily look at all the different photos and things there, or what exactly is there, but you use it as basically the proof. And testimonials as well. You can ask people for testimonials, and if you've got books and things like that, you can put other things in. Then it shows who else you're connected to. So lots and lots of different ways you can use LinkedIn, and it's well worth doing. So if you'd like any help with that, give me a shout. It's semi-intuitive. I wouldn't call it brilliantly so, but it certainly works.